Good day, creative geniuses. Welcome. Welcome to my Wednesday Wisdom Window. I'm Suzanne Grace, CEO of Grace Inspire Sanctuary, where we come together once a week to just take a breath, have some inspiring words of wisdom, food for thought, and just to be together for a few moments of contemplation, to explore this idea of this thing called life and all of its things that go on and how we can return to center. So I am here today from Ashland, Oregon. My husband and I drove yesterday, and I have to say on Interstate 5 from about Redding to Shasta, the fall colors were so spectacular on the freeway. The hillsides and the mountains just full of yellows and reds and browns and all these hues of fall that are just so spectacular. So I'm grateful that I got to just experience that on my drive, the drive on Interstate 5. So happy Thanksgiving almost tomorrow. What a great time to take a time out. And that's what my reading is today, is time to take a time out. Think about that. When was the last time you paused, took an intentional breath, and were really present? So this morning, I'm going to read again from Dennis Merritt Jones, one of my favorite writers, and he talks about taking a time out. So I'm going to read that, and then we'll do our breath practice together. He says, do you ever feel worn out as though you had nothing more to give to anyone or anything? The ancients shared some poignant wisdom about this dilemma that may be useful. King Solomon said in Ecclesiastes, there is a time for everything and a season for every activity, a time to plant and a time to uproot, a time to keep silence and a time to speak. Centuries later, Ovid added some wisdom to Solomon's when he wrote, take rest. A field that has rested gives a beautiful crop. Both of these ancient oracles remind us that timing matters. I love that reminder. Today, farmers subscribe to the same philosophy. Every so often, they allow a field to rest, to go fallow between plantings. Think about that. Fallow land lies unplowed and unseeded for one or more growing seasons so the soil can rest and regenerate. Metaphorically speaking, our growing field is our mind and our body. How well they work together in the creative process to produce a healthy life depends on how well cared for they are. We know this. Our minds and bodies both need rest periods if we expect them to produce a vibrant and productive life. Trying to grow a productive life in a field that has not gone fallow for a time is fruitless. So he says, may you draw from the wisdom of Solomon and Ovid, taking rest when you need to. Your life's crop will be far more bountiful and beautiful, and you will enjoy the harvest of a life worth living. I love that wisdom, to remember to take a time out. That's what I love, I think, about Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorite holidays because even though there's the day of cooking and preparing the meal, there's a time of kind of quiet for me, different from Christmas and other holidays. It's about being still. And so the idea of taking a time out, and not just every so often, but that's why meditation, right, is so important. That's a time out. Being in silence is a time out. Turning off the television and having a cup of tea instead is a good time out. So I invite us this week to really pay attention to when and how we're nourishing and nurturing our body, mind, and spirit by being quiet and still, not always being active, right? I love that, going fallow for a while. I love that idea. Good morning, Sandy Jean Borden. Glad you're watching. So let's take that into our conscious breathing today. We're going to cross our heart in the serenity hold. And when we cross our hands, we're pressing the pericardial meridian, which is along the wrist there, and which is a good place for calming the nervous system and quieting the mind. And our fingers can rest on our chest muscle there. And as we sit, we feel our feet on Mother Earth. Just acknowledge and thank Mother Earth. And as we close our eyes from this busy day, we're dropping into our feeling heart. And since this is the time of Thanksgiving, I invite us to really feel gratitude today for whatever's showing up in our lives, even if it's challenging. That we can open to being grateful for an opportunity to grow, to be still. And so as we consciously take a breath in through the nose, we slowly exhale through the mouth and nose, like you're blowing out a candle flame. And again, let's breathe in gratitude. And as we breathe out gratitude, just send that gratitude out throughout your body, mind. And this time, send that gratitude out to everyone in your family. And just be still for a moment. You can relax your hands on your lap. And I invite you to create a hint of a smile, the corner of your eyes and your mouth. Relax your shoulders. And let's just take a moment to give thanks for all the good in our lives. For our families. We thank our friends. We thank our community, our neighbors. We thank those who work with us. We give them a little blessing. Appreciation and gratitude. Oh, so healing. Gratitude and appreciation for even those people we don't care for. Bless them. I have a fun little practice I do when I'm sitting at a stoplight. Cars that are turning in front of me when I'm at a stop sign or a stoplight, and cars that are in front passing me, I just say, bless you, bless you, bless you. Kind of like when we sneeze and we automatically say bless you to someone, right? That's one of my favorite practices, a silent namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Bless you. Thank you. So I invite us today as we open our eyes and rub our hands together to continue feeling this sense of appreciation and gratitude for everything that shows up. It's so powerful, so healing. Clasp your hands and let's just rest our knuckles on our crown chakra for a moment. Still feeling your connection to Mother Earth through your feet. And we just imagine we're going to open that crown to our infinite potential today as we press up, pushing up through the sky. Oh, great. And then open your arms, wiggle your fingers, and open to this beautiful moment, this day, full of possibilities of gratitude and appreciation. Yeah. Enjoy this amazing fall day. And reminder, thank you for being here today. And reminder, on Sunday, I'm going to be giving a workshop at noon after my talk at 10:30 on my new book, The Mind Gardening Handbook. I'm really excited about my workshop. It's in person at the Foothill Center for Spiritual Living at noon on Sunday. So have a beautiful rest of this Wednesday or whenever you're watching this. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your meal, your camaraderie, and remember to take some time out for you. Some nourishing, nurturing time. And let me know how you do that. Be well, be safe, and remember to love not only one another, but yourself. I appreciate you. I appreciate you big time. Namaste.